you know, everybody woke up somewhere. That's where I woke up. So I still, well, what if you woke, became conscious, whatever you want to call it.
40-something years ago.
Yeah, I was only back in the around 98. Back around 98 when I started realizing some things. I just, took it from there, hung out with the nation. But I go in with everybody because everybody's my brother. Like, we all got the same skin.
I first started I got conscious in really like 69, 70 when the Panthers was on the scene.
Wow.
I was all Black Power, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Then by the time I was like 20, I hooked up with the Moors Edward Hoover.
Oh, yeah.
And then a year after that, I hooked up with the Buddhists. So like,
Yeah.
I was like, my head was like wild. And I just like was a sponge.
That's what I did.
Like
Cause
a sponge.
when I was I mean, I ain't put them down there, but when I was in the church, the Baptists, and so on and so forth, praising, talking about Jesus coming back. Everybody.
Those were the low teachings.
Yeah. Everybody was like, I was a Jehovah's Witness.
Me too.
And they was and a Mormon. They talk about stay away from over there. Don't go over there. Don't do nothing with them. But I had to get out and I had to find out about things.
One thing. Now this was not too long ago, because I wanted, as a student of the universe, I had to cover everything.
Yeah.
Because we know we gods.
Yes.
And goddesses.
Yeah.
So what god and goddess don't know everything and even more, because you'll never know everything. But we got to learn as much as we can while we're here.
Yes.
So if we do have to come back,
right,
we'll be far more ahead of the game than we were if we never start studying the Bible.
Yeah.
You know? So it's important, but my thing is, I'm kind of like, I'm happy that people is coming to a conscious state now, because this is the year of knowledge.
Okay, yeah.
But I've seen this before in the late 60s and 70s, like I was telling you.
Yeah.
Like when we was all Black Power, this, that, and the other. And then the fire went out.
Somebody was just talking
Everybody
about
got
that.
conscious, but then they fell back to sleep. And this time when they fell back to sleep, they like zombies.
And that's around the time Malcolm X was murdered, right? Around that time. Somebody.
Malcolm, and now everybody done heard about everybody, but the two they don't talk about. The one they don't talk about is Prophet Noble Drew Ali.
Man, I tried to go in.
It's time.
Yeah, I made a T-shirt, and I made sure I included him. I made one for the gods and I made one for the goddesses. And I made sure I put Noble Drew Ali on it because nobody talk about him.
Because that's the whole legacy. See, they don't want to talk about him because that's the missing link as far as black people are concerned. That's what they need, and the people know this. So of course they don't want people to know that we here. We've been here.
Yeah.
They know we here.
Yeah.
See. But they don't want to acknowledge him because that's the missing link. That's the key to black people waking up from black. You done tried everything else, Negro, color, this, that. You better try more. Because that's the one thing that connects us all. More.
Right.
We're more.
Yeah.
All over the planet.
That's right. He had the Nuwaubian Nation of Moors at one time, and still that. They still had that on the flag. The Nuwaubian flag.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember York way when what was it? When they was just the Ansars.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember them, and that's when I was younger, but I thought they was lost their mind. I was looking at them like I was laughing at them like with my buddies, and now I feel like, and I had a chance to meet them.
That was short.
Yeah, yeah, I
In other
know.
words, it's keys, it's
Yeah.
degrees of it.
And I had a chance to meet him, Ifat Muhammad. I call her the goddess that woke me up.
Okay.
She was trying to introduce me, trying to take me down there to Edenton, Georgia, to introduce me, and I wouldn't go because
I tried to go, but I didn't. It wasn't
Yeah.
meant for me to go.
That's what somebody told me. It wasn't meant for me at that time, but
It wasn't meant for us to do that.
but
We got the knowledge without having to go there.
yeah, but I would like to have met him. I would like to have went and met him.
Yeah.
Because when everything happened, everything started happening down there, and my mentor, Brother Kufu, I don't know if you know him, dark skin, shaved clean, right now.
52nd Street, 52nd Drive, you there?
He used to be out there. Now he's on wait.
They got that church.
And now he has a stand out on 29th and York, where it's a Sable idea. If you go out 29th and York, you'll see him. You probably know him because he sat with the master teacher. He told me a lot of stories and everything. And once I hooked up with him, like I learned about him in the 90s, and then I started losing track, but I still was trying to search out things.
Right.
Then I came in touch with Kufu about 7 years ago,
Okay.
and then I stuck in, and I try to make it like I don't try to make it like when I was Jehovah's Witness or the Christians or whatever.
That's all knowledge. Don't knock that.
Yeah.
Because, in other words, you start studying, but we got to stay in all books.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I'm not trying to make it like that as in this is it and everybody else wrong.
Right.
I try to circulate, try to get out there, and because like I said, I was telling a Hebrew Israelite when I was up in New York the other day, and he was a Hebrew Israelite, but he was like he sort of on the same way I was thinking. We all got the same skin, and we all got that one monkey on our back, and they get cared less, about. And we out there arguing with each other. I think that's what they want us to do. Stand out there and argue with each other while they do their thing.
See, everybody has a position.
Right. Right.
The revolution is now, but it's more on a mental and spiritual plane. See, because the bottom line, if they out there marching, they talking about, well, we going to do this, we going to do this. Either you going to bang bang or shut up about that.
Yeah.
Because it's time now. If you ain't going to bang bang, then shut up and let's move to another level.
Yeah.
So it's spirituality. For them to even think about banging on somebody, that's mass suicide.
Right.
We don't have tanks.
Yeah.
We don't have army equipment.
Airplanes.
So that would be suicide for them to think they're going to shoot. Do it a violent way. So it's going to take place spiritually, mentally. It's human revolution. We got to change this.
Yes.
And that's just like I always try to acknowledge us. When I see a conscious person, I acknowledge that. That's what we got to do. We have to acknowledge each other when we see each other.
Yes.
Because people have to see that we see. They got to see unity.
Yeah.
They see me, they see you, and then you might be right there, and I'm right here. Right? And we acting like, the light gotta go. If this three lights on this bus, then we got to acknowledge each other so people see, they really lit.
Right. Yes.
Now we sit here like we strangers, ain't got no light. Can't be looking dark like that.
Right.
Welcome to Route 24, service to South Street.
That's the first thing I seen when I was in it was one of the churches I was in, and I I was bringing my friends there, yeah, meet my pastor and meet my mom and everything like that. But when they got in there, it was like some of them didn't have too good of clothes and things like that. So it was like it was looked down on and things like that. But I'm not saying all of them like that. It was this one particular one, and I started thinking like, wait a minute, it's supposed to be God's people. and like that's just coming off of what you said, just made me think of that. And I was embarrassed.
See, Jehovah, with Christianity, period, the way that in the churches, they there to worship Jesus, not to become Christ-like.
Yeah.
They there to worship the Christ.
Yeah.
We manifest to become Christ. That's the difference. Y'all worship him because y'all think he's in the sky. Y'all do that while we do what we do. Because everybody, it's different degrees of knowledge.
Yes, yes.
We're talking about 360. So they might just have 1 degree.
Right.
I'd rather people be in the church than not be nowhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Because at least we can teach them.
Right.
Because they got a focal point.
Mm-hmm.
We can get that Bible and show them how to read it, how to cipher it.
Yeah.
That will bring them up.
Right.
So I used to like that too. Man, church, high in the sky, heaven up in the sky, hell down.
And that's another thing too. You just made me think of my mom church right now. The pastor and them, they really good people, and they really believe in what they doing. And but every time I go in there, I know them for about 3 years now. My mom been going to this church about 3 years, and since I've been going there, all of them ask me little questions, and now you got the pastor is sitting back thinking like, hey man, something ain't right. She's like saying little things to the service. It's like maybe he right about some things, and then my mom acknowledged I was right, but she's just got she just gripped up in Jesus up on the wall. My brother came to me the other day and was like, you know what, Jesus is black. And then I looked up at the wall, and he looked up at the wall at the white Jesus. So he really didn't say nothing after that. And now we got hit. My brother's wife want to make African clothes now. She wants to make African clothes for the children and everything. So I'm thinking like by me being there, not pushing it on them, but just by me being there, it's starting to make them think a little bit.
Drop this on you. You just sitting there. Because see, the first language wasn't language, it was symbols. It was symbols.
Right.
The hieroglyphics wasn't no words, it was symbols.
Yes.
So when you go somewhere, you ain't got to say nothing because you are symbolic. You got symbols on you. And if they don't come to you from here or here, subconsciously, you have planted the seed just by sight. Subconsciously, they don't know that subliminally, you done hit them already without saying a word, just from wearing the symbols. See?
Yeah.
You understand now? See?
Yeah.
You on Facebook?
Yes.
My name is L. My last name is Chris. Friend me on Facebook. E-L, you know about the L.
Yeah.
Last name is C-R-I-S-P.
Come on, phone. You're supposed to be a quiet core processor. Where am I at? Come on, what is going on? Somebody's calling me. That's why I got to call you back, sis. But now I cut it off. Wait a minute.
E-L.
I don't know why it's moving so slow. I think she's trying to call me back.
Well, think. You ain't L. You know the L part.
L.
The last name is Crisp. C-R-I-S-P, like crispy potato chips.
Okay.
L crispy. Think it like that big.
Yeah, they should stop.
Nah, I'm getting off around the corner.
I don't know why this thing acting so. And if you get somewhere before I do, that's me.
Yeah, see, once you friend me,
Yeah.
I'll know it's you.
Capital. All right.
capital EL space CRISP.
CRISP.
Right. I should have a crown on. Yep.
All right. Yeah. So I've just put in that friend request.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's something. And they were one of the preachers from their church the other day. He never he don't know me that much. He only see me like 1 or 2 times. So he was up there getting down like he do, and he pointed at me and said, "We gonna bring you in. We gonna bring you in."
You live
What?
at this way?
I
Or you
just-
visit somebody else?
I'm going to see my nieces and my little cousin.
Good. So you in this area?
But I'm from down 25th Cecil B. Moore.
Well, that's going on.
Okay.
We from all, we be all over.
Yeah.
See, but at least you have a connect up here.
Yeah.
Because I'm not far from here. And soon, the guys haven't told me yet when to do it, but I'm going to start having some classes
Right.
up in the Ville, up here, because that's where I'm stationed at.
Okay.
The guys want me in the Ville to start casting some light, but the circle won't be. Okay, so I need some other people to help shine some light up here,
Right.
and see how we can build some things and get some finance in the process.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm doing now with my YouTube channel, Key Life Productions.
See?
Yep.
All right, brother.
Hey,
Peace.
good talk.